Marto and Morella. So next, we have Luke Allen, who will be talking about falling forward.
Hi, Mom. Love you. Today, I would like to talk to you about failure. Nelson Mandela once said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you're capable of living." I'm sure people have told you at some point in your life to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, falling back. I don't want to fall back on anything except my faith. If I'm going to fall, I would rather fall forward. I figure, at least this way, I see what I'm going to hit. Fall forward, this is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments, but on the 1,001st try, he created the light bulb. Fall forward. Everyone on this field has turned in senior project papers and gotten them rejected over and over again. But eventually, you found a solution. Every failed experiment gets you one step closer to success. This is vitally important. Let me tell you why. First, you will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose, you will embarrass yourself, and you will be terrible at something. Embrace it, because it's inevitable. And I should know. I've failed countless times in my sport of ski racing. In order to be successful in ski racing, your margin of error needs to be extremely small. The person who wins the race is the person who makes the least amount of mistakes, and mistakes are so easily made. This past winter, I didn't even finish the first 5 races of the season. I failed, and I continued to fail as the season went on. I would come down the course feeling great, then all of a sudden my ski would pop off. Or I would set up a turn wrong, lean in and go straight into the gate. Or I would load up the ski too much, fly off of it and send myself straight into the nets on the side of the course. I became frustrated and I thought the failures would never end. But I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I kept waking up at the crack of dawn so I could be the first one on the hill, and I stayed out all day so I could get the most amount of time on snow. I kept making the same turns over and over again until I found mastery. And in the end, the failures didn't matter, because there's an old saying, if you hang around the barber shop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. Eventually I caught a break, and eventually I found success. And now I'm happy to announce that I'm committed to ski race at Rocky Mountain College in Montana for the next 4 years. But the bottom line is this. Every graduate here has the training and the potential to succeed out in the real world. But do you have the guts to fail? Here's my second point about failure. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I heard this great expression the other day. It goes, in order to get something you've never had, in order to get something you've never had, you need to do something you've never done. Les Brown, he's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts that represent the unfulfilled potential, the ghosts of the ideas you never acted on, the ghosts of the talents you didn't use. They're all standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, but now we must go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? So you've got to get out there, you've got to give it everything you've got, whether if it's your time, your talents, your prayers, all your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you do have money and privileges and other things that go along with that, but some of you have patience. Some of you have love. Some of you have kindness. Some of you have the gift of connecting with other people. I look out into this crowd of graduates and I see so much diversity. I see so many different people with different strengths that have potential to change the world. So I ask you again, what are you going to do with what you have? last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a simple straight path. There's going to be bumps in the journey. Every failed experience you've ever had throughout high school has brought you here to this moment and has developed you to become a better version of yourself. Remember, when one door closes, another one opens. But life is about knowing what you know and also what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. So, accept new views and be open to new opinions, because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. So, class of 2019, when you leave the confines of STHS, never be discouraged, never hold back. Give everything you've got, and when you fall throughout life, remember this: fall forward. Thank you.